#TOTO WASHLET KC2 Bidet Seat Review Script. This bidet seat is actually worth the money, but let me explain why. The TOTO WASHLET KC2 isn't just a luxury upgrade, it's genuinely practical for daily life, and I was surprised by how much it improved things in my bathroom. Link is in the description if you want to check the latest price on Amazon. Here's the thing, when you first think about a bidet seat, it feels kind of excessive, right? But once you actually use one, you realize how much time and money you're spending on toilet paper that honestly doesn't do the job as well as water does. The KC2 has a customizable wash function with different pressure settings, so you can adjust it however feels comfortable. There's a front and rear option depending on what you need, and you can control the water temperature with the remote. That alone probably saves most people $50 a month on paper products. The heated seat is another thing that sounds fancy but is actually super practical. If you live somewhere cold, you know that jarring feeling of a freezing toilet seat first thing in the morning. With the KC2, you just set it to your preferred temperature and it stays warm. It sounds simple, but it genuinely makes using the bathroom more pleasant throughout the day. The warm air dryer is probably my favorite feature because it means you're not using nearly as much toilet paper anyway. Sure, it takes a few minutes, but that's just time you'd spend doing other stuff. The dryer gets hot enough to actually work, not like those weak bathroom hand dryers that leave you damp. One thing that matters if you have guests is that this seat looks normal. It's not bulky or weird looking. The controls are on a side panel remote, so it's subtle. And because it has a self-cleaning nozzle with UV light, you don't have to worry about maintenance. TOTO's been making these for decades, they've sold like 60 million worldwide, so the engineering is actually solid. Installation is pretty straightforward if you're comfortable tightening a few bolts under your toilet, though you might want a plumber if you're not into that. The seat is elongated, so make sure that matches your toilet before ordering. Once it's in, it plugs into an outlet behind the toilet, which you'll need to figure out beforehand. The main pros are that it actually saves money on toilet paper over time, it's reliable with good build quality, and the heated seat plus warm air dryer make the experience genuinely more comfortable every single day. The cons are that it requires electrical hookup, so that's a planning step during installation, and it's a bigger upfront investment than a regular toilet seat. Some people also find the learning curve for the remote settings a bit much at first, but honestly most people stick with one or two settings anyway. If you spend time in your bathroom every day, and let's be honest, everyone does, something that makes that experience more comfortable and saves you money in the process is worth looking into. The KC2 is the practical sweet spot between basic and over the top. Link is down below if you want to check it out on Amazon.